What's going on, traders? Welcome back to the recap. Today I made only one trade on using pads, and then I was actually trading pretty much throughout this morning on my other eval, and I was using the pretty much the order flow. So I was really trying to focus on the main chart, but it's pretty straightforward day to day. I took a break pretty much in the middle of the morning, and then I came back, and then that's when I made my trade. But anyways, let's go over the chart. Basically, when I came in this morning, this bar looked very neutral, so that told me that pretty much we had a range type of action overnight. And whenever I switched over to the 1000 tick chart, this is pretty much what I had drawn out. You have overnight highs and overnight lows, and like I said, the price is in the range. Look for bounces from overnight high to overnight lows, and then play your short-term trend channels. And so by the looks of it, we might be in the range all day. And we kind of were, if you kind of zoom out a little bit, and we kind of see like we have a nice big push up, and then went down, and price kind of went through, broke through initial balance, and then went all the way down. So not exactly a typical range day, but there was a lot of movement. So anyways, basically there's a pre-market trade right here. Basically you have a downtrend played out, break new low in place, and there's a failed signature shorted here. So pretty straightforward trade. The only problem with this, you kind of in the middle of the uptrend here, so but aggressive trade, but not a bad trade. Oh, you get a scalp out of that, that's about it. And then basically price starts chopping sideways for a little bit. I don't really see anything here that I would want to trade. You have a nice little short-term change channel working down, breaking low played out, and then you finally get a higher low off the bottom of the range. If you have your range a little bit tighter, maybe something like this. You can see it's almost like a multiple test, but I had mine a little bit like this. That makes a little bit more sense. Either way, you could probably fade this breakout as well, because you have a break and new low already in place. Big bearish bullish signal bar. So if you count this as a failed breakout, that could be a solid one. Again, you have a break, new low already in place, so it's aggressive, but I think this is still a better trade. And you have a nice little uptrend channel working up, and basically you get a higher low here, and you can see how the top of the range is kind of confirming here as a support. Here you got resistance, here you have support. Bounces off that support, goes all the way up, and you see how the price supports the trend line really nicely here. You have a break and new high in place basically, and price is trying to break this level again. Same concept here as here. You have basically resistance acting as a support, and I was actually thinking about pulling a trigger here, but I hesitated because the bar is pretty big. It's 20 ticks, so I wasn't willing to risk that. But yeah, and you do get a secondary long here, so basically you have for secondary long, secondary long. The signal bar is not that great. It could be better. It's a little bit neutral, but it's above the EMA. You have a break and you expect a new high, so it might be worth the risk. And like I said, you have a nice balance off this support. You can maybe even trade it as a triple test, maybe? Not quite, not really, but basically breakout, pullback, long. That's about it. And then price goes all the way up to overnight highs, breaks to overnight highs. You get a higher low here. The only problem with this higher low is that you go in long to recent highs. Again, you gotta watch out for that. I was looking for like maybe a secondary long here or something like that, but the higher low, it's aggressive, but works out pretty well. And of course, price comes back down. I was looking for a triple test here really, but never really got one. Basically, you have a short-term trend channel working down, you have a break new low in place. You're still looking for a new high from this bigger uptrend channel. And then price starts going sideways for like 30 minutes, and that's when I just like, you know what, I'm gonna take a break. Took a break, came back around this time. You have a nice downtrend channel working down, break new low in place. And then same thing here, you have a uptrend channel working, break, and you're expecting a new high from this smaller channel. The signal bar here, well, it doesn't really matter, but the only problem with this is the EMA is super flat, and another problem is you're going long into overnight highs. So I was thinking about taking in trades, but decided against it. Like I said, EMA is flat. There's that overnight high here, so it's a little bit risky, but it does work out. So you get a break, new high, price reverses again, and starts going down. I don't really see anything here. I was waiting for a lower high or something, but never really happened. And then price is going down, a break, and you expect a new low. Now this purple line is basically a opening range price, and you can see I acted a little bit of support here. And my first trade of the day was basically a second entry short, fairly straightforward, basically two legs, you know, measured move. Basically that's what I was looking for, and we got that here. And you can see how the price, after we hit that measured move, price kind of just starts stalling here before resuming to the downside. So second entry short here, pretty solid, decent signal bar, enough room to recent lows. And also you can see that there's also a lower high, and I was actually wanting to take this lower high as well, but the problem is you're going short into the recent lows, so you might not have enough room to scalp out. So that's why I don't really want to push it. But yeah, and then prices started working back down again. I was trying to find some kind of a bigger trend channel. There was a trend channel here, but I'm not sure if it's valid. I mean, it looks like it's valid. You have a break, new low again. And when I saw this price action, I didn't think we were gonna get a measured move, but price just broke through it and then hit it, and then starts working sideways for a little bit. And I wasn't really thinking going long here because this was a pretty steep move, not a steep move, but very, very strong move to the downside. So a lower high here, but it's kind of in the middle of the range, and the EMA is flat. There's a midline here, so I wasn't really wanting to take that risk. But you get another lower high here, so this is a better entry right here. Even though you're going short into this resistance here, you can see that there's a trend channel working down. You see how the price just keeps bouncing off of it. So again, it's risky, but it's worth it. And again, price breaks through to the overnight lows and comes back down a little bit, and you get a failed signature along here as well. This failure is pretty obvious. I mean, it's you know, you got enough room to reach the lows, so pretty straightforward. Broke higher and then just instantly went low. So yeah, that's it for my trading day. Like I said, I only did one trade with Pats. I'm still trading with the order flow, trying to get a hang of that. Still kind of difficult, but yeah, anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully you got a good day, good green day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, bye.